Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. It's April 27th of 2026. Let's go over today's loss and today's overall session. So I'm looking for longs. Let's get rid of this. So why am I looking for longs? It's because the 4-hour is overall bullish. We have our first break there, and ultimately we have our second break here. Once that figure out that we're bullish, I'm gonna start finding higher time frame confluences that we can react off of. So first thing I see starting on the 4-hour is this 4-hour order block, and right below it comes with some liquidity. But from there, since we're up here, one sec guys. One sec, I'm just making my video. Sorry. So from there, we're pretty much on the 1-hour looking for higher time frame confluences as well. And I'm just going to mark out this 1-hour order block here. And what I noticed is that we did grab this 1-hour liquidity as well. So from there, I simply just jump down to the 1-hour. Now, there were 3 possible things or scenarios that could have happened today, and I only took one of them, which was the losing one. But reviewing it, I would say it's a pretty valid setup. And yes, there was one thing that I saw that I didn't like, and then I kind of got FOMO'd into the trade. But essentially, the first thing I noticed is we went from bullish to bearish, and we have our first break right here. Now the only thing is, this is all pre-market, and so I could have taken a long here, right? But this is the opening candle, and you never really know how that plays out. So I never trade the open candle, so that this is now just kind of gone, right? So then from there, we have a second break, which is wick transfers over, but it did close. So this is our second break. And we grab the liquidity from the swing of the structure, and at the same time, why is that backwards? Well, we grab liquidity from the 1-hour and we tap back into this order block of the 1-hour, and we shoot all the way up. So if there was like a PA level down here, I would have taken it, but we started to we started to trend downwards. And now I have all of these PA levels, right? One here, one here, one here. Once price kind of broke past here, this is the entry that I got in. So I took my longs right there. I covered my stop loss there. And I was going for a 1 to 2 as always. Now, the one thing I did notice that kind of made me hesitant on this was that we grabbed liquidity from the top here, from the 1-hour. And so I figured once I saw that, we'd probably, buyers got absorbed up here. You can see it on the deep charts, huge amounts of buyers got absorbed up here. And so I was like, okay, you know what, maybe I don't like this entry. But then we started to kind of shoot up, and we closed bullish. So I was like, all right. So I got in. And the reason why is because if I compare this candle, this candle to this candle, they look almost identical. So I figured, maybe something like this can happen. But I saw buyers getting absorbed, and we swept this 1-hour liquidity. So I honestly should have stuck to my instincts and stayed out. But at the same time, this is a pretty valid setup. So it's a good setup, and I think I would probably take it again. Now, the second thing is pretty much we do have some breaks, two breaks to the downside here, but it's not below the swing of the whole structure, which is right here. So really, this ends up being a liquidity grab as well from the swing. And you could have taken the trade like right here. This is actually a bearish candle on deep charts, so you could have taken the longs right here, right? When I saw this, I kind of just wanted to see fresh breaks again. So what I ended up actually doing was going like, this is my break. I'm looking for liquidity below these points and below this point. Now we kept breaking up, so at this point I'm kind of done on the charts. I'm not gonna lie, after I took this loss, my mental state just kind of went like off the charts, and lots of stuff going on in my life, or lots of things. So I kind of went upstairs and broke down. So I was kind of like done. But then I came back and I was like, I saw this break, so I was like, okay, you know what, let's go for a fresh setup. I'm looking for liquidity grab, order block, everything again, right? But after we kind of pushed all the way up and I realized that this long here is still valid, or was valid based off of this structure, I was kind of just done. But if I had kept staying on the charts, what we would have noticed is this break right here. And we overall grabbed liquidity from here, tap into our entry order block, and we'll take the trade after we break out here. So really the trade would have been this guy. This would have been really tough, so I really had to be on point with risk management, so right there. And then this shot up for a 1 to 2. So that's kind of what happened today. So again, 3 scenarios where this, I believe, honestly, I'm not super mad at this. I think this was a good setup. If I had kind of stayed focused on the charts, I would have realized that this setup here is still valid, and this is probably the best one to be in, right? And then lastly, we could have done this attempt here. The only thing I don't like about this one is that it's like not reacting off of a higher time frame. It's just a continuation, and that's kind of it. So in terms of like what I'm thinking of in terms of like my trading style and everything, I like the current SMC stuff that I'm doing, but I'm curious because I ran across some content and it's a good mixture of order flow as well as SMC, but essentially it's like biases from the 4 hour, our location is on a 30-minute demand or supply zone, and then we actually just look at the entry on the 5-minute, but we look for absorption, right, and a pullback on the heat map. So I'm gonna look further into that and see if that's something that I can do. But other than that, we will see you guys tomorrow for Tuesday.